I'm back with another fantasy video. You got that right. You did. You know? Yo, the NBA has been crazy. So I just want to like fly through this. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I really want to fly through this because last video we touched upon like the philosophy of fantasy, the psychology of fantasy. You know what I'm trying to say? Jesus. So now it's like everything is just gone uproar inside the NBA. So I really just wanna talk about this and then just talk about new beginning, new beginning. I feel like now you can literally let me not talk about that right now. But yeah. So right now, yeah, all my days. So night, I'm not in my room. Well, this is actually my room. I'm meant to be in the basement, but then something happened in the basement. So I'm upstairs, but now I'm like gradually moving back. So I'm probably just gonna be making videos here because this desk Daniel got me is absolutely tough. It's bon appetit, you know what I'm trying to say, but you see what I'm trying to say, like once again my fury stands to be corrected, you know what I'm trying to say. We only have four blacks this week. And literally we have it's like this. It's either you green or you blue. So this right here, this right here he green. This right here, he green. Um, this right here he green. This right here he in the middle. That ain't good. You blue, you green, you in the middle, but you blue. He green, he blue. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. He blue. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like if you ain't hitting above the meat at this point, yeah. This is what I'm trying to say. Because yesterday night the chat was bumping. Chat was bumping. Everyone was chatting because the NBA went nuts. And it's like this is real life. So this is real life, and these guys are doing trades, right? They're doing trades that you have you have all stars getting traded, you have bench players getting traded, and you have rotational players getting traded, and you have just regular people that start getting traded. But you man don't want to trade. Some of you man got some of you man win once every 4 weeks, and you're telling me about what a good trade is. You win once every 4 weeks, and you're trying to teach me about this is a good trade. Don't send me this type. No, I send you what I want to send you because whatever I'm doing is working better than your one in every four. You get me? So I'm gonna continue to do what I'm doing because my success rate is higher than yours. You know what I mean? My success rate is higher than yours. You win once every 4 weeks if you're lucky, but once every five is your standard. You know what I'm trying to say? So don't be saying don't send these type of trades. No, you should be asking for those type of trades because there's different type of trades. There's a trade where it's like you have a star player, you trade star for star, right? You trade star for star. There's one where you take your star player and you break him down in a sense where it's like you trade him for other regular starters that do what he does and add different flavors to it. But that's those are the different type of trades. And if you don't understand all of these different type of trades in fantasy, then you have a long way to go. So you need to go back and listen to the psychology. I can't even take myself seriously, man. But at the end of the day, yeah, it's like this. This is right now as I'm talking, yeah. This is week 16. Right now as I'm talking, we have about 4 weeks left. 4 weeks left. So it's like this. If you ain't trying to do what the Phoenix Suns just done, what the Mavericks done, if what the Knicks have done, just put your money, just send your money right now. That's all I'm saying. Because at the end of the day, like if you're not gonna risk it all, why are you here? Because it's like you can't have all blue. Like you can't have all blue inside week 16. You can't have all blue in week six. You can't have all blue and one green in week 16. It's just not it. You can't have only two green in week 16. Like, I'm more like, ah, like, this is what I'm trying to say is so it's like, some people, it's like, I think did Daniel win last week? Who did he play last week? Daniel lost to David last week, right? Lost to David. It wasn't competitive. That's bad signs, bro. I played against Larry last week. Woo! In the kitchen, Rich, kitchen like a stir fry. I'll set the whip it into mission, let the birds fly. I get money, tunnel vision through my eye. Some of you got dismantled last week. This is week 16. Yeah, some of you got dismantled. You're obviously not using everything in this, everything that this fantasy provides. A lot of you, man, are not using it. You're not using it because I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, you join other fantasies, like they're not gonna break stats down for you like this. They're not gonna give you power rankings. That's what I'm trying to say. Like this right here is every team's total for the week. You don't have to listen to me chat. All you have to do is screenshot it. You don't have to listen to me chat. You literally don't. Just screenshot it and then come look at your team. Look at what your team's bad at. Bruv, my man, you did not hit 100 assists inside week 16. Like, you see what I mean? Like, you did not hit 100 assists in week 16. This is week 16, long. Like, we ain't even hitting 53 pointers in week 16, my guys. Like, we're not doing that no more. Like, dang. And then here's the power rankings, man. Like, honestly and truly, I feel like Chris needs to make like a subdivision. A subdivision. He needs to make subdivisions. Like real talk subdivisions because I don't even remember the last time Glory's won. I don't. Respectfully, I don't remember the last time he's won. I don't. Um, Daniel O has one of the best players in fantasy. I think Damian Lillard has won 2 Player of the Weeks, right? So he has one of the best players in fantasy, and yet week in week out, you're literally bottom of the thing. So it's not like you didn't draft someone that's really good. It's just that you didn't build a team around him, which is your fault. At the end of the day, like this is all your fault. So no one else is to blame but you. Literally, no one else is to blame but you. You know what I mean? Frankie, like I've never seen this in my life. Like at least Daniel is at the bottom and like makes trades and he talks about the trades and he's trying. You know what I mean? But Frankie, you don't send trades, you don't accept trades. I feel like I'm on the verge of dismantling Frankie's team. Like I'm at that point. Like I'm at that point of just literally just asking people what they've sent to Frankie, and then we all vote and decide what is the fairest trades. And then whoever makes the fairest offers, we all vote and then take. Like, I don't want to do it, but it's just ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And that's what I'm trying to say. You can't have too much idols in the fantasy because it don't make sense. It don't. Cornelius, Jaylen Brown's injured. And this is the thing about Cornelius. If Cornelius wanted to make trades, he has Tatum. He has really good pieces that he can make the trades and he can change up his team and still make a push for the playoffs. Mariano, like I've been saying it, Westbrook just got traded to the Jazz, and that could be the thing that literally takes Mariano to playoffs. The fact that Westbrook is now going back to Mr. Triple Double. I'm not sure if he will even play for the Utah because he said that Utah's an organization he will never play for, but he got traded there. So I'm not sure if he'll get bought out or if he may sit out or if he plays, but yeah, Mariano for me. KD's still out till I believe after the All Star break, so it's like now he's even in Phoenix Suns. So with KD, I do expect that he will become more efficient. Like, let's just be real: the better people you play with, the better your team is, the more efficient you become. If you don't believe that, I don't have time to explain it. So I don't believe KD's numbers will actually go down too much. Aiton barely plays basketball. Like, I've never watched a basketball player like that in my life. I feel like he just does it as a hobby because it's like, I'm tall, I'm good, let me just cash in my checks. I feel like he wanted to actually leave Phoenix and then actually start playing basketball seriously, but Phoenix didn't let him leave. So I'm surprised Aiton hasn't gotten traded. I really am surprised. And it's a shame that he didn't get traded. Like, it's a big shame. Like, it's a big shame. Dang, Mason Chumley just got traded to the Clippers. You see what I mean? Like, I can't get off my phone because so much is happening, right? So now Hornets, yeah, Hornets need to get rid of Terry. Like they need to make trades, man. Hornets need. I think they've already made a couple trades. Like they just got rid of Mason Plumlee, right? So basically, see what I mean? Okay, so let me just quickly run through this team, man. It's pissing me off. David, top. His team is solid. His team is solid. Chris's team, solid. Charlie, absolutely solid. Next season, Larry's team is good. Like, oh damn, me and Larry are both tied for fourth. Yo, love my guy. Daniel, bro, like, bro, I'm waiting for you, bro. We should be 4-4-4, my guy. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Yo, I was gaffer of the week, man. Cheers, Chris. I beat I beat Larry. Um, this is why I want to play Larry in the playoffs. I don't want to say explicitly why, but for me that was a practice run for the playoffs. So this gave me confidence of what I already knew in my team because I realized that he had his team playing. I didn't even have Doncic playing. I didn't have Big Ben playing, right? But let's just get right into this, man, because at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, so Mason Plumlee just got injured. This is what I'm trying to say. These trades, yeah, are making it so that you can literally build a new team. So, for example, Mason Plumlee just got traded. This is what you do, pro team. You go to the Hornets. What's the Hornets accumulations? Oh man, is it? And no, no, that's New Orleans. See, when these teams are this, okay, CHA. So, right, so you go here, right? So now Dennis Smith Jr. So now they got centers. They got Nick Richards, yeah, Jalen McDaniels. You know what I say? So it's like this. They just got traded. So a guy like Nick Richards, right? So a guy like Nick Richards becomes a pickup. Cause they don't have any centers. Because they don't have any centers. So now Nick Richards is the primary center. And then PJ Washington. It's Nick Richards and PJ Washington running the big man position now. That's it. And then I'm expecting Terry Rozier to get traded. And the fact that, oh, shoot, Clippers. The fact that they traded away, where is this guy? Wait, is he gone? No. No. Did someone pick him up? Yeah. The fact that this guy's a Clipper now. Isn't he a Clipper? Okay, and this is very, very important, yeah. So right now the Clippers have traded away Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, and John Wall. They traded away two point guards and a shooting guard. They would in return received a big man and a point guard, which means that Bones Highland is literally going to become their point guard. So for me, I'm picking this guy up. I'm picking Bones up because at the end of the day, it's like I got nothing to lose here. He may not play today because he just got traded today, but at the end of the day, like, okay, look, I got 11 pending trades. At the end of the day, these are the things you gotta do. Like these are the things you gotta do in a sense. Anthony Davis for Ben Simmons, I think is fair. See right here, it's like Nikola Vukovic, yeah, Nikola Vukovic for Julius Randle. Like I'm not even like I'm not doing this. Like this is outright murder. Like this is murder. Like he's averaging 24 points, right? I don't really care about the blocks or the steals. Julius Randle gets me more assists. The rebounding is what? Point 0.4. The 3 pointers Julius Randle averages 1 3 pointer game. The only thing is this guy will get me more free throws. But I'm not doing it, man. I actually love Julius Randle. Like I'm actually yo, I'm gonna say this, man. I apologize to Malik because this Julius Randle, when I was dissing it, like, yeah, his percentages are horrible. Yeah, his percentages are horrible, right? Yeah, his percentages are horrible. But at the same time, man, this guy be putting up big numbers, man. But I just feel like with Malik with his team, I felt like he had too much guys with bad percentages, which is why like I was up against his team. But I can't trade away. I can't trade away Randall. And even if I was gonna do this trade with Charlie, like even if I was gonna do this trade with Charlie, like um, I'm not trading away bloody Julius Randle, man. I'm not trading away bloody Julius Randle. Like, let's be real. Julius Randle is literally one of my best players on my team. So why would I trade away like one of my best players who played he literally plays every single week he plays. Ben Simmons for Jakob Porto, I feel like it's all right trade. D'Lo and Chris Paul for Kevin Durant. I'm gonna cancel this trade, man. Cause at the end of the day, like I feel like I'm losing too much if I'm being ten toes. Right? Lamelo for Giannis. Some people be like that's bad trade. I feel like it's fair. Um, dang, I offered a lot of teams, man. I offered a lot. Oh yeah, this trade right here. I'm gonna start reviewing some of my trades on this, man, because you guys be saying that I be sending outrageous things, but because I don't disclose all of the trade offers that I receive. So this trade right here, right? I see where David's coming with it in a sense where it's like with Bogdan, I get the 3 pointers, and with Josh Hart, I probably will get. The thing about D'Lo is that he can drop down 7 3 pointers in one game, right? Bojan could do that, but I have a better ah I have more fun with D'Lo. You know what I mean? In terms of points, I'm gonna be winning in the sense where it's like these two are gonna get more points than D'Lo, right? The thing is, Atlanta Hawks just got Sadiq Bey, right? They just got Sadiq Bey, added more depth to the roster. I don't know what that's gonna do for Boyan. Josh Hart to New York Knicks. I feel like Josh Hart is gonna be pivotal. I feel like he's a baller. I just hope he doesn't take away rebounds for Julius. But I feel like he's gonna be a baller. And I feel like this is gonna be a big trade for the New York Knicks because now they have a grinder. I feel like Josh Hart's a grinder. So it's like the trade with what David proposed to me. I see where he's coming with this trade. It's just right now. I feel like with D'Angelo Russell, I'm inside like a power position, in a sense where it's like he can go to Lakers and he can literally go crazy. You know what I mean? He can go to Lakers and go crazy, and then his stock rises, and then I'm gonna want to sell him for a high value. Because right now we don't know what he's gonna do, but we do know that he's there to score. And I feel like on the Lakers team, he's gonna have bare opportunity to just score. He's gonna have better opportunity to score. You know what I mean? So the trade offer David sent me was a fair offer. But if I go to David's team, right, and I'm like, what would I counter with? Like, what would I counter? What would I counter David with? It looks like a bold spot. That's why I'm looking at. Oh my gosh, I went back. What would I counter David with, right? So I just picked up Bones Haaland because if I look at the Clippers NBA roster now, they don't have any point guards, right? So what the Clippers are looking to do, I believe, is that they want Mason Plumlee because he's a good rebounder, he can pass the ball, and he can handle the ball as well, right? They want Bones Highland to run the point. I don't know why, but I'm gonna take a risk with Bones, right? So right now for D'Lo, right? Damn, David picked up Cam Johnson. If I'm trading for D'Lo right now, I'll probably ask David for Jonas Valanciunas because like I want a big man, right? I want a big man. So it's like I'll ask him for Jonas Valanciunas because I want a big man and I have lots of point guards, right? So if I'm trading away my point guards, the only thing I want to receive is a big man. I don't want to do point guard for um I don't want to do point guard for point guard. I want to do point guard for like big man type of stuff. You know what I mean? Also Wiseman got traded too. So it's like if you're looking at who to pick up, you know what I'm trying to say? Wiseman got traded. Sadiq Bey got traded. John Wall went back to the Clippers. I mean to the Houston. Jay Crowder, right? So where's Crowder? Jay Crowder um, played for the Phoenix. He hasn't actually even played basketball. He got he got added by the bloody see look even if I want to pick him up I have to drop someone. But Jay Crowder is someone to look out for. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he just got traded to the Bucks. You know what I mean? Mo Bamba just went to the Lakers, so they added a big man, and then Pat Beverly went to the Magic. His career is basically it's ending right before right before our eyes. You know what I'm trying to say? So Sadiq Bey went to the Hawks, right? So now he's in a competitive team. James Wiseman. The question is he even gonna play for the Detroit? You know what I'm trying to say? Is he even gonna play? Because if we look at him, he got sent to the G League he got sent to the bloody G League by the Warriors at one point, and he barely plays. He tore his ACL and he's barely played. But he is a big man. He is 7 foot, right? But coming to the league, he was a hot prospect. Gary Payton the second, right? He played good inside Warriors last year in a sense where it's like if you're looking for someone to grab you steals, right? He's your guy. If you're looking for like a steal streamer, he's your guy. You know what I'm trying to say? Um, Patrick Beverly. I hate Orlando Magic. Like I absolutely hate Orlando. Um, because I said Orlando. I hate Orlando Magic, right? So I don't know what they're trying to do with Patrick Beverly, if I'm being serious. But Mo Bamba joining the Lakers, it's like this, right? Mo Bamba is a stretch big, so Mo Bamba can hit the free and he can block shots. He can hit the free and he can block shots. So I feel like Mo Bamba is a better player to put beside Anthony Davis because he helps Anthony Davis stretch the floor. He helps LeBron James stretch the floor. You know what I mean? He's a better option than Thomas Bryant. You can't play Thomas Bryant with Anthony Davis too long. Not because Thomas Bryant's not good enough, but it's just simple. It's just common sense, man. Right? It's just that Thomas Bryant, he can shoot the ball, but it's not that good. Like I feel like Mo Bama's a better shooting big than Thomas Bryant, and he's a better shot blocker than Thomas Bryant. So defensively in the paint area, Lakers gain more defensively, in my opinion. I feel I had Mo Bamba when he was playing well for Orlando, he would get you. He was one of the top block guys. Like last fantasy, he was actually a great pickup. I think I dropped him at one point and I regret it. I traded him, right? So I feel like that's a good trade. So someone like Thomas Bryant, right? Now you got to look at where's Thomas Bryant going. You know what I'm trying to say? Like where's a guy like Thomas Bryant going? He recently said that he wants to be on a team where um, he's wanted. He's proven that when you give him big minutes, he can be an effective rebounder and an inside scorer. So he's proven those things, right? Um, my thing with Highland, Bones Highland, right? Nuggets didn't like him. I'm reading the stuff right now because of his Nuggets didn't Highland because of his defense. But with a team like Clippers, what I see that they're doing is that they're really a really good defensive team. So for their point guard not to play defense, you don't really need your point guard to play defense when you have Kawhi and Paul George, great defenders, right? Um, they want a point guard that can create his own shot and also help become an actual playmaker, which is why they got Bones Highland, right? So I feel like Bones Highland, someone that can actually shoot the free, someone that's aggressive, right? He's prime thing to do is to create on the offensive side. This makes me laugh because Daniel always makes fun of the Clippers because their point guard is crap. So what they've done now is that they've taken Bones from Nuggets, right? Nuggets didn't want him because of his poor defensive ability. Now Clippers have got him because they're like, we need an actual offensive threat from a point guard to help Kawhi and Paul George, right? And what they're asking for Bones, I think, is they're asking him to average between 19 to 17 points a game and 7 to 6 assists. And I think that's fair, right? I think that's fair from a point guard, right? And then at the end of the day, it all works out. It all works out. And then they added Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon, man, if you watched him inside Houston with the James Harden days, the Houston James Harden days with PJ Tucker, Chris Paul, and James Harden, Eric Gordon is a baller, man. And that's the thing about the NBA, man. It's like you have some of these guys that will be on these rubbish teams and they're ballers, but it's almost like they're preserving themselves until they get on that championship contender. Then they start, then it like relights their fire type of thing. And I feel like Eric Gordon for the Clippers is a great pickup. You lose Luke Kennard, now you get a knockdown scorer who is more experienced, who has been to conference finals, who can actually drive the paint as well and also handle the ball, who can actually bring the ball up as well. You know what I'm trying to say? Danny Green to Rockets, his career's done. Luke Kennard to Grizzlies. I would say Luke Kennard is like a 3 point streamer, right? But the guy to look out inside all of these trades is Eric Gordon. Like I said, like because Eric Gordon and the Clippers, they've traded away like they literally traded away all of their guys. Like let's be real. Who picked him up? Who's MZ? I think that's Mariano. So this guy, like, look, he's averaging 8 assists for, like, he's good for the steals too. So it's like, look, 28 points, 25 points, 24. Like on the Clippers, like what the Clippers have done right now, and I think is very very smart. So what the Clippers, I'm not. This is the thing. I'm talking about fantasy, but in a different way. What the Clippers have done is they basically said this, right? They're basically like, oh, we now literally won't we now in our point guard position just want scorers, people that can score and create their own shot, right? And can play make. Reggie Jackson was okay at it, but he was never that guy. But he thought he was that guy. Um, John Wall, what if his name is? You can't have Paul George who can't play back to backs, Kawhi who can't play back to backs, and then John Wall that can't play the back to backs. So now what you have is Bones and Gordon in the guard positions, right? Primary guard positions, and they're gonna be the ones manning the thing. And I feel like what Clippers have done is great. They have taken loads off of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard because the roster wasn't working. They were losing a lot of games to the big teams because it's like if Kawhi doesn't score and Paul George's not gonna score, who else is gonna score? And then even when you wanted to pick up guys in the Clippers, I hated having anyone on the Clippers because they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. So now you bring in Mason Plumlee, who's going to do something. You bring in Bones and Gordon, who are going to actually contribute to the team. The Paul George and Kawhi become more efficient because now they can trust in their teammates more, and you have a better overall basketball team. We already discussed Jay Crowder. You know what I'm trying to say. Serge Ibaka, I feel like he's a guy to look out for. You know what I'm trying to say. I feel like he could actually get some minutes inside a Pacer team because it is a Pacer team that they're not that great, right? And Serge Ibaka, I think I'm not sure if he's won a championship. Yeah, he won a championship in Toronto. He was part of the team. I'm not sure if he still has it. But if he can still shoot the ball and still block a shot, I feel like he's going to get minutes on this Pacer team. They're young. They need mentorship. And I feel like he could still get it. You know what I'm trying to say? Spurs, Devontae Graham, right? He could be a pickup. You know what I mean? They traded away Josh Richardson. So now DeJounte Graham is he's a Spur. And Spurs right now are just racking up picks, which is smart. Your team is rubbish. You're not making playoffs. You're racking up picks, right? So Devontae Graham has gone to Spurs. That could be the team for him, where it's like you're in a small market team. You're barely on television. You just go, you play basketball. You know what I'm trying to say? Then Josh Richardson, he's joined New Orleans. I don't really expect much from him. I don't really expect much. I don't expect much, but he was doing all right. He was actually doing all right. He was averaging best steals. So again, for the New Orleans, I feel like it's like what I feel like what a lot of teams are realizing about this is why the Kyrie Irving and Doncic trade, I feel like it forced every other team to make a decision because I'm a Dallas fan and I watch a lot of their games. Basically, what the team is that Luka Doncic controls the offense. Every single other person has to play defense. If you don't play defense, you're not on the team. So everyone else knows that I'm playing defense. Luka Doncic is the offense. And they all just shoot threes. If you watch Dallas, they literally just shoot threes. They drive in. They pass the ball a lot. They drive in. Anyone can take whatever shot they want. That's what I love about Dallas. So now other teams are realizing this, that Luka Doncic is basically on a team with a whole bunch of people that can shoot threes, that are asked to play defense. Luka Doncic has made his team the six seed inside the West, and he's basically like really, really hard to beat alone. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Kyrie, and Luka Doncic, the usage." Shut up. If you watch Kyrie in his first game in Dallas, he literally just proved to everyone he doesn't even need to be the main ball handler to succeed. Like a lot of his points came from him using this body feints to get free and just hitting a literally catch and shoot shot. Literally catch and shoot. Then when he needed to, he ball handled, he created space, but it was like he just fit into a team because they had a system. A team like Clippers don't have the system like Mavericks, right? Because it's a lot of isolation basketball. Yes, Dallas plays isolation basketball, but when Luka Doncic isn't there, they still somehow win. Why? Because of their ball movement and because they play good team defense. You know what I'm trying to say? So this whole thing of the ball usage is ridiculous. Everyone knows it's ridiculous. Everyone knows that ball usage has to be high if you're an elite player. Because if you're an elite player, you need the ball. But everyone knows that the better the talent you have around you, the better you play. Which means that your touches become more precise because you have less touches. Like all of the isolation stuff Luka's doing is because he understands that he's the only one of that skill level in his team that can do that. So he has to do that to create. But now you're gonna see Luka Doncic catch and shoot more. Now you're gonna see Luka Doncic have more space on the floor because Kyrie's gonna make more space for him. And now you're gonna see both of them just gel. They're gonna gel right away. They're gonna gel. There's no better place for Kyrie Irving to play ball than in the state of Texas under Mark Cuban. There's no better place for him. And Dallas are going to give him that $200 million that he wants, right? So other GMs realize that Steph and Klay Thompson, best backcourt for many years. They won because of how great they were and how great they were at scoring. Now you have Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic can score whenever he wants. Now Kyrie Irving's there. Now this could possibly be another Klay and Steph Curry, possibly. They have to counter. They had to counter. They had to counter. The only person to help LeBron beat Golden State was Kyrie Irving. Now he's on Dallas Mavericks. And that's why LeBron was like so upset because he knows how good Kyrie is. He knows how good Kyrie is. So now other teams are just looking at it. It's like that's why New Orleans wants a point guard because it's like the point guard position now is if you don't have someone that can create, someone that can drive, someone that is multifaceted, your team's gonna suffer. Your team's gonna suffer. Your team is going to suffer because you need a guard that can create. And New Orleans, like their point guard position has been poor, and CJ McCollum isn't at that level, like with all due respect, right? And then you have the Hornets, right? So Jalen McDaniels goes to the 76ers. I feel like his averages go up because it's like he's now going to be receiving balls from James Harden. He's going to be receiving wide open 3-pointers. He's going to be he's not asked to do much. He's just going to be asked to just knock down his shots. And he's on a contender. You know what I mean? And then Ski Mihajlovic has now gone to New Orleans. He doesn't play, right? But he might play, who knows. I feel like New Orleans should trade away Terry Rozier, man. Kem Birch went to San Antonio. So now the thing about San Antonio is Zach Collins' minutes is gonna go up. Kem Birch probably gonna get some minutes. Gonna be his backup. So if you want to pick up a set, like Daniels already stole Zach Collins. So if you want to try and pick up a center, like I said, Spurs are racking up picks right now. So it's like Toronto finally got a big man. They got a solid big man. Well, Porter was there from the beginning. Cam Reddish to the Blazers. He's gonna get minutes, right? He's gonna get minutes, and I feel like with Damian Lillard, he's a great leader. So I'm not sure about Cam Reddish, man. I'm not sure what to say about him and what his impact would be. Now I'm trying to say, oh dang, yeah, Thomas Bryant has actually gone to the Denver Nuggets, right? So he's gone to the Denver Nuggets, which means what I was saying about Mo Bamba is true. They did want someone that plays better alongside Anthony Davis. Because it's like, if they play Anthony Davis as a big man in the center, it's like you also like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it just makes more sense. You know what I mean? Because it was like, you remember when Lakers won when they had Dwight, JaVale McGee, and Anthony Davis? Then they didn't retain them after the bubble. I think Mo Bamba is just a better long-term option, in my opinion. So I feel like you can actually potentially pick up Mo Bamba if you did want to. But I still feel like New Orleans need to trade away Terry Rozier. Like New Orleans need to do something because it's like you can't have a talent like LaMelo Ball and your team is stagnant. So it's either trade away LaMelo Ball or trade away pieces around him. And I feel like LaMelo Ball just needs a big man because it's like with Mason Plumlee, when Mason Plumlee and LaMelo was playing, LaMelo would just feed him alley oops. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like he helped LaMelo like create space and stuff. So it's like LaMelo just needs a good big man. So it's like I don't know what the New Orleans actually want to do with their team, but right now it doesn't make sense. So right now this is the player ratings. You know what I'm saying? And these are like what ESPN feels are like the top 20, top 50 guys right now. You know what I mean? And it's like Jokic is always going to be one. You see what I mean? Tatum's number two, and Sabonis number three. Joel Embiid four. See, Frankie has the fifth guy, but he has one of the worst teams. Doncic is six. Vukovic is seven. See what I mean? Vukovic and Randall are like they're like for like. But I just like Randall because I feel like Randall scores more points. So it's like in the points category with Randall I'm more competitive. And then Tyrese Halliburton. KD for him to be top 50 and he's injured is great. And then Damian Lillard is ranked 12. So it's like Damian Lillard is not even top 10 in fantasy. Like he's 12th. So it's like Lowry Markkinen is ranked 8th right now. You know what I mean? So it's like Curry's injured, Anthony Edwards is this, right? So it's like all of the way that you're ranking these players, like LeBron's ranked 19th. Nick Claxton is ranked 20th, you know what I mean? So it's like, even though this is ESPN's rankings, they still mean something. You know what I mean? D'Lo is top 30 guy. So I traded D'Lo for Killian Hayes and what's that? Paolo. And none of them are like, you know what I mean? Like, both of them are not even top 50. So I got a top 50 guy for two people that are not in top 50. I do want Kyrie Irving back. And I do want Malik to send me a Kyrie Irving trade. I don't think he will send me one, but Kyrie Irving, man, like, woo! I want that. I want that. I don't know why he's not number 11 on the Mavs. Maybe someone else has that jersey. But I don't know why he's not number 11. Fred Van Vliet. Fred Van Vliet could still get traded. The trade deadline is not done, but Fred Van Vliet could still get traded. I'm not sure when the trade deadline is done. So 3 p.m. Eastern. So when's 3 p.m. Eastern? Because we're 2 p.m. right now. And trades are still coming in. So it's like, is 3 p.m. Eastern like 2 hours back? Are they an hour ahead? Because if they're an hour ahead, that means that the trade deadline is closed, right? De'Aaron Fox is ranked 39th. Buddy Hield is 38. Aiton's 37. You know what I mean? So Aiton is not even a better point guard than my Nick Claxton. But if I send Frankie Nick Claxton for Aiton, he's not going to accept it. And this is what I'm trying to say. Right now, Antetokounmpo is not even a top 25 player. Right? He's not even a top 25 player. You know what I mean? He's like, Sengun is a top 32. This is why you guys need to look at these things before you send your trades. So, right? So, like, that's why you need to look at these things before you send your trades because it's like, Pascal Siakam is a 45th player. But if I send Nick Claxton for Pascal, I don't think Malik will accept it. You know what I mean? So it's like the way everyone's ranking their players, man. It's like you man are saying this player's worth this and that player's worth that. But at the end of the day, It's like for example, Daniel O wanted me to trade a top 20 player in Nick Claxton for Nick Walker Kessler, who was ranked 66. But apparently, like, okay, yeah, he's going crazy in blocks, but he's ranked 66. So I would give him a point guard, but I'm not giving you, like, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, you guys look at this stuff. Like, Westbrook is ranked 77th in fantasy. Like, you guys need to look at this stuff before you, like, ask for trades, man. Like, look, Jaden McDaniels is a top 100 player in fantasy. Oh, dang, the Melo is down bad. Hey, he's down bad. It's because he hasn't been playing consistently, right? But Jaden McDaniels is a top 100 player inside fantasy, right? But yet he's not roasted. Even me that I'm saying he's not roasted, I should roast him. He's a top 100 player in fantasy, but yet no one's picking him up, right? I mean, he is day to day, so we don't know if he's injured or healthy, but like, if man's a top 100 player, like, why are we not picking up these top 100 players? Like, no top 100 player should not be on a team. You know what I mean? I feel like, especially in a 12-man league, top 100 players should all be roasted. That's just my opinion, respectfully. Like, Kevin Looney, he might get dropped, respectfully, for Jalen McDaniels. You know what I'm trying to say? So, like, once you got down here, it's like, it don't matter. Like, this guy's a top 150. So it's like, with these guys, you're pretty much getting the same thing. But I might drop Kevin Looney and try and pick up. Yeah, here's Banchero. Banchero's 102. So I got D'Angelo Russell, a top 20 guy, for Paolo, who's ranked outside top 100, and Killian Hayes, who we are yet to find yet. Keldon Johnson, who apparently is ranked so good, is 100 and what is he? 16 in fantasy, right? And then Bradley Beal has just been awful this year. But when I was saying it, David even wants to trade him. I knew David would want to trade him because it's just like, David don't need this type of guy, bro. Let's be real. This guy's not playing basketball at the moment. I'm surprised he hasn't been traded. He's just been poor, like, all through. But I don't like, even look, Killian Hayes and Paolo. I traded a 102 and 130 guy for a top 20 player. You know what I mean? So it's just like that, man. So I'm probably gonna drop Kevin Looney, man, because for some strange reason, let's get to the scoreboards. For some strange reason, right? Frankie don't want to give me. Um, for some strange reason, Frankie's giving me what. But this is what happened last week, man. This is what happened last week, and last week was a nutcase, man. Last week was super competitive. Last week, okay, so this was 18 minutes ago. So I feel like we still got 45 minutes. Oh, no, 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 no. I feel like, all of the trades are done. The trades are done. So Cam Johnson, I feel like you could pick Cam Johnson up. Right? Cam Johnson, I feel like could be a pickup. The thing about the Brooklyn Nets right now, they're a team with lots of depth. So a guy like, I have Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal is someone that I could potentially drop. You know what I'm trying to say? I could potentially drop Royce O'Neal just because of the fact that their team is so deep. You know what I'm trying to say? Team is so deep right now. So I could potentially drop Royce O'Neal. Orlando's right beside Florida. How far away? Florida's right beside LA. So I might even take a gamble, pick up Mo Bamba, drop Royce O'Neal. Because why not? So there's bad guys like Darius Bradley went to Phoenix. Dario Saric went to Thunder. There's bad guys that are available to pick up to rejuvenate your team. It's just, are you willing to take these risks? You know what I'm trying to say? Are you willing to take these risks? That's it. That's it. That's the question that's been asked. That are you willing to take the risk? And a lot of people are not willing to take the risk. You know what I mean? So this is the stats right now. D'Lo 16 3-pointers for me, 13, 18 assists. Randall 42. Like I'm never trading Randall, man. Like this is LaMelo right here. Like absolute madness. Is this the madness? Chris Paul 34 assists, like 16 rebounds, like Kevin Looney, like, what more can I ask from the lad? Like, what more can I ask from the lad? Like, let's be serious here. Vanderbilt, I picked him on one game, 11 points. You know what I mean? Larry's team is absolutely, it's hard team. But I put in the work. I mean, we pushed forward. We pushed forward. You know what I mean? Chris absolutely destroyed Malik. He absolutely just killed Malik. And I told him, I'm just like, bruv, forget about it. Move on to next week. Don't stress. Move on. We didn't get to see Chris's team in full throttle, right? His team's still not going to be in full throttle because Curry's injured, right? But Malik, I don't know, man. The team was looking strong, but now the team has dwindled a little bit. So I'm not sure what he's thinking, what he's going to do. Charlie versus Glory, this was set in stone. Like Charlie knew this, he was gonna win this, and I was trying to say it was set in stone. It was set in stone. Yeah, but this is my thing, right? So Plumlee, I want to see what Plumlee does in Clippers. Hopefully, he keeps the same form. Vucevic, I like Vucevic. It's just that I feel like Randall's more volatile, meaning he more likely to explode for bigger games, which is why I didn't want to trade. John Moran, I feel like Charlie's percentages have dropped a lot. Cause I don't remember it being this bad, and I feel like it's because of the trades that we did. Like Paulo, what? Like this is horrible. 0.259, right? And then where's Killian Hayes? Is Killian not here? Yeah, Killian as well. 0.250. So it's like, and then he what? He got 8 points. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like that's why I'd rather have Ben Simmons than Paolo because I know Ben Simmons don't take stupid shots, and so my percentages with Ben Simmons are always going to be higher than Paolo, right? And then this matchup, Frankie won by 1 assist, and McCullough James Harden. That's literally it. But Cornelius can still do a lot of things in this team. It's down to him. Wow, DeJounte 13 3 pointers in a week. It's literally down to Cornelius. He can still do a lot of things with this team. It's just his choice in it. Um, I feel like with this matchup, this one caught me by surprise, man. I'm disappointed in Daniel O. I feel like there was an opportunity for him to win and make a stronger claim for the playoffs, and also put Mariano into a panic. But then again, I big up Mariano, man. It was a must win. He pulled through. I don't know how he did it, but he did the thing. You know what I mean? He did the thing. And he has Sadiq Bey. I'm gonna be watchful for Sadiq Bey because bang, I feel like Westbrook, Mariano team about to pop off soon, man. He about to go crazy again. Westbrook, he got Eric Gordon. He just got traded. Eric Gordon's gonna be, I think, gonna be scoring more points, more steals, more everything. Um, Sadiq Bey, and yeah, um, Jalen Brunson has a hard on right now. He's reunited with his Villanova brother. So I feel like Mariano got a lot of players that got traded. On this matchup, David versus Daniel was not competitive. No offense to Daniel. Um, I expected it to be more competitive. So I'm a little bit disappointed. But when you look at it, right, David didn't win by much. So let me actually run it back. David didn't win by much because he won by 4 3-pointers, 9 rebounds, a steal, 3 blocks. You know what I mean? So it's like it wasn't that much of a And they both used 5 acquisitions. So it wasn't as if one person used, the other person didn't. David actually used his acquisitions. Whether he was using it seriously or not, he still used it. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm Daniel, like when I'm looking at this again, I didn't look at it properly. If I'm Daniel, I'm good. I'm good. Wanna know why you're good? Because, oh wait, my bad. I reversed this. But I'm still standing. If I'm Daniel, I'm good. Because I feel like one of his centers was injured for majority of this week. I'm not sure which one, but one of these big men. I think, yeah, Nurkic hasn't been playing, right? Nurkic hasn't been playing. So those are those 9 rebounds right there, right? So Nurkic hasn't been playing. If I'm Daniel, I'm still good. Want to know why? Patrick Beverly just got traded. Westbrook just got traded, right? D'Lo comes in. Now Dennis Schroeder gets a bigger role in the Lakers. So Dennis Schroeder is going to be doing more. He's going to be doing more. He has to do more. He has to do more. Like, he's going to be doing more. So if I'm happy, Donovan Mitchell has been down somewhat on a down spiral, but it's not going to last forever. Like, let's be real. It's not going to last forever. Donovan Mitchell is usually a 12 3-pointer type of guy. He usually double digits in the 3-pointers. You know what I mean? So if I'm Daniel, I'm cool, calm, and I'm collected. It's that simple. Because I believe that the 9 rebounds, that's Nurkic. That's literally Nurkic. The one steal, that's tight. That's tight. That can go anyone's favor. But now you know against Daniel what you. Now Daniel knows against David what categories are it. And I feel like he should just look at the next matchup or the previous matchup that they had and look at what was the score and like was it the same categories? And if it was, now he just knows that he's not gonna win maybe in a free goal or free throw. He could. He could. I'm not saying he would. Rebounds tight. Steals are tight. Blocks are tight. Double doubles are respectable. And double doubles week in week out they change. You know what I mean? Because 13 is a really high number. It really is. I'm playing against Frankie this week. Um, I do expect to win, but Frankie is killing me in points. The steals, I feel like I have. I got. I don't know why Mariano dropped Herbert Jones, but I feel like Herbert Jones is pretty much the bet one of the best defensive players in the league right now. Assist, I feel like I have it. 3-pointers, I don't know how he would beat me, but I feel like later down the week I should take captive of this category in 3-pointers. Malik, you have to beat Mariano. Like, if you want to go into playoffs, you have to win this matchup. I believe in the blocks he should win. The assist categories, who has the better point guard? Um, Mariano's gonna win. Mariano, I don't know if Russell Westbrook's winning this week, but yeah, Malik has to win this, man. He has to win it. I think with the blocks, he could turn it around because he has Miles Turner. And then the free throw percentage, I'm not too sure. Bro, David is killing Charlie. Killing Charlie. Killing Charlie. And I think Chris did the similar thing. I don't know what's going on with Charlie's team. But this shouldn't be happening. Because they both have 11 wins, right? They both have. I don't know what's going on with Charlie's team. But I'm just saying, like, this is not, like, this is disgusting. Like, and I'm not even trying to violate Charlie because he's probably looking at this like, yo, what the flip. But this is Thursday. We haven't played the games yet. But David has 8 double doubles on Thursday, while everyone else has what? What? Like 8 on Thursday. And it's like none of these categories are competitive. Like, he's not winning this. This could be field goal percentage is still up for grabs. The 3-pointers, he's not winning. Rebounding is still up for grabs if I'm being 10 toes. Assists, no. Steals, David can come back. Blocks are tight. Double doubles, no. Points, I don't think so. Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I might have to look at Charlie's team. Larry is pinned the favorite on this matchup because his team is just really good right now. But I still feel like Cornelius' team is good enough to give him a run. And then this right here, Daniel should win. Chris should win this matchup. All he needs is Embiid to play one game. But he should win this matchup. Like, I believe so. He should win. I don't believe this is gonna stay true. That's way too high. And then rebounding, I'm kinda shocked how it's at 97 right now. You know what I mean? But 97 on the first day is still kinda respectable. You know what I'm trying to say? And then the steals category, Chris is usually really good at that. Double doubles is gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. Blocks, I don't think much people beat Daniel in blocks anymore. But to wrap up this video, because I feel like I've been talking for ages, because there's so much I had to go through. But these are the standards right now, man. And um, if we look at the playoff bracket, I think who is even in the playoffs right now? So we look at the playoff bracket. Frankie's the one in playoffs, right? So this is crazy, man. This is crazy. So we look at the playoff bracket, man, and we look at the go back to the standings. Malik needs me to beat Charlie. Why do I keep saying Charlie? Malik needs me to beat Frankie. Malik needs me to beat Frankie. Malik needs me to beat Frankie, and then Malik has to beat Mariano, right? Malik beats Mariano. He has the same amount of wins as Mariano, but he has more losses. You know what I mean? And Cornelius needs to win to stay alive in the playoff race. I beat Frankie. Everything changed. This is what needs to happen. Cornelius has to win. Can I beat Frankie? He's one game behind Frankie. I beat Frankie. Malik wins. The race is hotter, right? Daniel O beating Chris. It's a long shot. Daniel's winning. Daniel wins. Glory's officially eliminated from the playoff race. That's it. Daniel O loses. He's not officially eliminated, but he's pretty much at the brink of elimination, right? So, like, I'm gonna leave the video off there, man. There was a lot to talk about, and yo, it's King Colin Walker. You know how we do, baby.